Bonjour, bonsoir à tous et à toutes, c'est Martial Zarb. Aujourd'hui je vais jouer à Call of Cthulhu comme je l'ai dit dans ma première vidéo. Donc c'est un jeu qui a été fait par Bethesda Studio et j'ai pu jouer quand même aux premières 2 heures, pendant 1 ou 2 heures à ce jeu, donc je connais un peu les bases. Mais ça parle à peu près d'un enquêteur qui enquête sur une étrange histoire. Donc je vous laisse admirer la cinématique de début. Je suis un détective privé, moi je peux un peu scout.
Now, at my end, I can fully see. My last case opened in me a new fear, a real fear, a fear of myself, of what I am, and of what I've always been. All that I was is now lost. Hope, purpose, pleasure, all meaningless. I now walk in the shadows between worlds, and it is there I have finally glimpsed upon what lives in the dark corners of the earth.
I like the way you smile at me, baby. I like the way you smile at me, baby.
Bon bah c'était la première cinématique. Je crois qu'il y en a une autre après celle-là, mais on va voir ça. Ouais, ok, je m'en fiche.
Robert, this had better be good. What's the beef?
Sorry, Jack. We had to call. This fellow will only talk to you. Name's Victor Holt.
Don't know any Victor.
He's the leader of this weird cult that moved in here a few months back. Got about 20 followers. They've been causing trouble all over town. Stealing, going through folks' trash. Hanging around outside people's homes at all hours. No one ever presses charges, though. They're a screwy bunch. They've got the locals scared. So tonight, we were just passing, you know, doing the normal rounds, when we heard gunshots fired from their property.
Gunshots? Hang on there. No one said anything about gunshots. Who have we got out here?
Yeah, just me, Nichols, and a few new recruits.
Well, that's just great. Lead the way, Robert. I better check out this crazy gang of yours.
Et donc nous voilà. Bon, bah, comme vous le voyez, c'est un jeu en première personne. Alors désolé par contre pour les gouttes qui ressemblent à des triangles parfois sur les côtés. C'est un problème d'affichage en fait. Mais sinon à part ça c'est... Donc je crois que j'ai pas d'arme au début, salut.
It's taking you so long. Something must be wrong.
Evening, Jack. Glad you could join the freak show.
How's it looking, Henry?
I don't like this one bit, Jack. Check the alley on the right. Victor Holt's over there in the shadows. He's waiting for you.
Can we trust him?
Nope, but we've got you covered. You better take it slowly, though. They're a bit twitchy.
Et là, ça commence bien. Non. Ah, voilà.
It's too dark to be sure, but that rotting smell tells me these shelves are used for storing food.
Je sais pas dedans qu'il y a rien, c'était quand même un bail que j'ai pu rejouer à ce jeu. Ok. Ok. Ouais, je me rappelle pas de cette salle. Ah, qu'est-ce que c'est?
As I continue to translate the narcotic fragments, I become more and more eager to contact my Yithian masters. These beings truly are gods to us. Their intellect and knowledge surpasses ours in ways impossible to comprehend. I know now just how insignificant mankind is in the universe, a doomed and simple species thrown up as a side effect of an experiment by the elder things. It is a blessing that such flawed creatures as ourselves have such a short and limited future.
Ah bon, bah c'est génial. Ok. Bon bah c'est génial, on vole les papiers chez les autres, comme si c'était chez nous. Je pense que ça dérangera personne.
An old grandfather clock.
Alors ça aussi je me souviens bien que je regarde. Donc je vais remplacer par mes... je vais remplacer mes sauvegardes, mais j'étais un peu loin quand même. J'ai pas vraiment triché. Après ça, je sais pas du tout ce qui se passe.
The shelves have collapsed and spilled books all over the floor. It won't open.
Ok, c'est fermé, c'est ici. Salut mec.
Empty ammo boxes and spent shells. Nothing useful. They seem to recognize me. I don't get it. His body is covered in tattoos, and they were carved into an old wardrobe. Poisoning by the looks of it. Poison appears to have been on the menu. I can't open it. He's dead. They're all dead. It's an old stove. Nothing of interest. Nope, nothing of interest.
Ouais, le journal est pas intéressant.
Suicide, or rather, mass suicide. These nuts had some serious issues.
Salut.
Don't shoot. I'm unarmed.
Ah, we've been expecting you, Mr.
Oh, que c'est ballot. File-moi ton fusil.
Damn, he recognized me, and it sounded like he was going to get on the key. Could come in handy.
Si je me souviens bien. Si je me souviens bien, c'est la clé d'en bas. De toute façon, il peut y avoir que ça.
It's locked.
Oh.
It's locked.
C'est quoi pour le menu déjà? Ah.
The key doesn't fit.
Ah, bah non, ok, c'est pas là.
It's unlocked.
Voilà.
Another key. This should fit the door across the hall. I don't understand. I mean, all of these photos.
C'est des paparazzis. Hein.
All of them. There must be some kind of mistake. Why would they want me here? It must be an old case. Something I've forgotten. Some screwball with a grudge, maybe. think. It's unlocked. For nutcases, they seem quite literate. It appears to be a private study area. The drawer holds an ancient manuscript. The symbols on the... There are definitely some strange sounds coming from this side of the room.
Là par contre, faut que je fasse gaffe parce qu'un coup sur deux, il me fait cracher le jeu.
Shit, that did not sound...
Et là, je me retrouve soi-disant marié.
Well, that's just swell. He's dead. The beam must have fallen and crushed his skull.
On peut dire qu'il en a pris dans la gueule celui-là. Ah, tu me rends pas.
This sink would be used for scrubbing up. They must have been trying to... From the markings, he must have been one of their own. I wonder if he volunteered. Seems like these cabinets are used for storing chemicals and medical equipment.
Ah oui, ah, ça me rappelle ça, cette salle. Ça me rappelle vraiment cette salle, je comprenais vraiment rien à ce qu'il fallait faire.
Oh shit!
Oh là là, la vie d'un sadique.
At least he's out of his misery.
C'est toujours une excuse. Oh bah c'est bon, arrête d'allaiter.
This tunnel feels like it's gonna collapse at any moment. Ah! It's too hot to pick up.
Alors là par contre, je me souviens plus du tout ce qu'il faut.
It's a similar shape to the slot upstairs.
Je n'ai rien compris.
There's no power.
Je sens que je vais mettre du temps à celle-là.
The crystal's still warm.
Ah bah, non, bon bah. Ah bah voilà, c'est ce que je pensais. Ouais.
Too hot to touch. I think it's being used as a power source for the machine. It's been more than 6 years since I entered that strange house in Boston. But to me, it was just 5 months ago. Amnesia, the doctors called it, probably brought on by acute mental stress. I remember investigating the far side of the library. There was screaming. According to the police report, they had searched the house for hours, only to find me later collapsed on the floor. When my eyes opened and I spoke, my colleagues recoiled in fear. There was something unnatural in my voice and blank gaze. They committed me to Arkham Asylum, where I was diagnosed with severe schizophrenia. As it became clear that I presented no danger to either myself or others, I was released from the asylum's care. I have learned little of my activities in the 6 years that followed. The accounts I've been able to piece together show much of my time was spent in travel and study. I maintained a fanatical infatuation with the occult, delving deep into volumes concerning witch cults and dark legends, often in languages unfamiliar to my own. When I reawakened 5 months ago, exactly 6 years after entering that house in Boston, no trace was left of what had been a secondary personality. I was myself again, or at least what I believed myself to be. Return to normal life has been a painful process. In recent days, my dreams have been plagued by cosmic landscapes, and I've become fearful of my own reflection. I am beginning to remember things from that day, more than 6 years past, that I've told no one else. Jack Walters.
Hello, Mr. Walters. My name's Arthur Anderson. I need your help finding a missing person.
I don't take that kind of job.
Did you get my package?
Hold on. What exactly do you want from me, Mr. Anderson?
It's one of my store managers, you see. Brian's his name. Brian Burnham. Nice lad. He disappeared recently from the First National grocery store in Innsmouth.
Innsmouth? Never heard of it.
It's a small fishing town on the coast, not far from Arkham. I'd like to see you in person before you leave.
Hold on there a minute. I didn't agree to take this what the hell? I'll be here all day anyway.
Jack, le retour. Donc, on y retourne. Alors, si je me souviens bien, on va pouvoir interroger tes gars, mais... ils sont tellement... ils sont tellement ouverts au public que j'ai été fasciné par leurs réponses. Vous allez voir.
Driver, how far to the stop?
It's almost there. I'll drop you at the town square of Innsmouth.
Why lock the gates?
Keeps out wanderers looking for work. We don't want those folks like that interfering with our affairs.
Is the bus from Arkham always this empty?
Aye, and we prefer it that way. Not many come to Innsmouth.
But what about trade? Surely the port needs business.
Innsmouth has the means to look after her own. End of the line.
Avec Joue Sargent qui a un poil sur la langue. Je suis tellement radin que je vais pas payer, tu vois. Et hop, on y retourne. Allez.
Could you direct me to the First National Grocery Store? I hear they have a shop in town.
I don't know nothing about that.
Oh, well, you see, I'm looking for a young lad called Brian Burnham. I'm a friend of the family. He worked in the store.
Don't know who you're talking about, fella.
Ok, tu sers à rien. Donc comme je vous le disais,
Chit-chat to him's gonna get me no place fast.
les discussions sont très enrichissantes d'informations.
Evening.
Hi.
My name's Jack Walters. I'm just visiting.
You don't say, sir. Gilman. Charlie Gilman. I run this here hotel of an evening.
You got any rooms?
I'd not rightly know that for sure. All habits cleaning rooms at present. Them's from out of town can leave a horrid mess.
Ouais, du sang, des cadavres, des jambes mutilées.
Talking to this fellow's getting me nowhere, and he's more than a touch creepy. If I need a room and I'm desperate, then I'll come back. The First National's a large chain. You sure you haven't seen it?
I'm sure. Stop bothering me with questions.
Bah, tu sais quoi, puisque je t'embête, je te laisse tranquille.
I'm looking for Brian Burnham.
Can't help you.
Quelle information.
Do you know the Burnham lad? He worked...
You're in the wrong place, asking the wrong questions, outsider.
Je vais rien dire en fait. Je préfère. Ah voilà, là je vais devoir me faufiler. Puisque je suis un fou dingue, et voilà. Ah, voilà. Bon, et bien, je vais arrêter cet épisode ici, et j'espère que vous avez apprécié cette vidéo, et puis si vous avez aimé, abonnez-vous à ma chaîne, et aimez cette vidéo si vous souhaitez. Allez, à plus.